Some big breaking news which is coming in. Well, after the 7 judicial officers were held hostage, fresh protests have now erupted again in Malda. We'll get you the visuals of the fresh protests which are happening. Remember, on their part, West Bengal has said the SP, the DGP will have to answer the Supreme Court. But even as we speak, you have protests which are happening. Remember, there have been several protests on the ground against the entire SIR process which is being carried out. There was so much lack of any safety assurance coming in from the state that you had the election commission saying that we don't feel safe there. The judicial officials were roped in because there was a trust deficit between the state and there was a trust deficit between the state and the election commission. And this is how the election commission of the Supreme Court officials were actually treated. Let me go across to Rajesh. I believe he's joining us. Rajesh, tell us about these protests that we can see on the ground.
Meghna, you know, the thing is, when we are breaking this news, when the Supreme Court has already taken the suo motu cognizance, when the Chief Justice of India has already asked the Central Province to initiate the investigation and inquiry. At the same time, some fresh protests are being erupted in the some parts of Malda district, like Mangalbari area. If you see the Mangalbari area, which is in the old Malda town in Malda district, there are some people from a particular community have already gathered and started demonstration in front of a BSF camp. Mind it, in front of BSF camp, they are staging protest, and they're alleging that people from a particular community, their names were selectively removed from the SR list, and their allegation is only against Election Commission of India. They're alleging, the protesters, the agitators are alleging that their names were selectively removed and they were targeted by the election commissions. Their names of those people were selectively removed from the electoral roll, and they are warning that they will continue the dharna, they will continue the protest.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'll just come back to you.